The following presentation is brought to you by the Education Fund of the League of Women Voters, Minnesota. The fourth step on the road to Election Day is the primary election, which is held on the first Tuesday after the second Monday in September.
Primary election involves only the major political parties. Currently in Minnesota, this means the DFL, Republican, and Independent parties. The purpose of a primary is to allow candidates not chosen at the convention a chance to run for office. Even though they have not been officially endorsed at a convention, they can still be on the ballot and run against the endorsed candidate.
All registered voters can participate in a primary election, but you can only vote in one party's primary. Most people vote for the candidate in the party they generally support, but you don't have to belong to a party to vote in the primary. You can just go to the polls on the day of the primary and make your choices in one and only one of the major parties. Once the votes are cast, the candidate who receives the highest number of votes is the official nominee of that party, even if he or she was not the endorsed candidate. So you can see how your participation in the entire voting process can make an impact. Vote in November is the big one, the general election.
The general election is held on the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November. This is the election that most people participate in, and where all the candidates from all of the parties come together on a ballot for the final vote. In Minnesota, we vote where we live, so your polling place will be near your current home address. To get specific information on where your polling place is for both the primary and general election, check with the League of Women Voters, your newspaper, or city or county. Voting hours are standard, 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. almost everywhere except in some small towns.
Minnesota law allows you to take time off from work with pay to vote during the morning of state primary and general election days. Also, consider voting after work to avoid crowds.
Everyone wants the voting process to be easy and accessible. Every precinct has ballot marking equipment available for people with disabilities. If, for some reason, you can't get out of your car, a ballot can be brought to you in your vehicle.
Voters who cannot make it to the polls due to illness, timing, or because they'll be out of town can still vote by using an absentee ballot. College students who live away from home can choose whether to vote by absentee ballot at their hometown polling place or vote in person at the precinct where they live at college. If you are in the military or outside the U.S., vote by absentee ballot based on where you last lived in Minnesota.
You or a family member can apply for your absentee ballot. Apply early, well in advance of Election Day. You can call or download the absentee ballot application from the Secretary of State website or call your city or county.
Your ballot will be mailed to you. Be sure to fill out all forms carefully and completely or risk having your vote invalidated. Use the pen or pencil specified. If you are not registered, you should fill out a registration card to send with your ballot. Now we're almost at the polls. Who will you vote for? There are many ways to find balanced and impartial information on the candidates. The League of Women Voters and other organizations sponsor televised and local debates. League of Women Voters Minnesota publishes a voter guide available at Target and on the website. Many daily and weekly newspapers provide voter guides that may also be helpful in making your decisions. To work as it should, democracy requires the participation of the citizens. The earlier we become involved in the election process, the more effectively our voices can be heard. Now that you know how easy it is to take part, we encourage you to get involved in each of the 5 steps on the road to Election Day. Attend a caucus to help decide what issues will be on the party platform. Be a delegate to a convention to determine endorsed candidates. Register to vote. Vote in the primary to choose your party's candidates, and vote in the general election. It's your right. Participate and vote. On behalf of the League of Women Voters Minnesota, we thank you for watching.